Spencer, I hope you are very upset when the time comes that I have the opportunity to lower and spin around your seat post, move your togs, and cover your brakes in water that you are genuinely pissed off. I will not even show the kindness of marking said seat post, and if there is a mark already I will scrub that mark off so that you bitch ass can go and complain to Kale and Cosmo Cummins that a little Asian messed up the fit and geometry of your bike and you want a free fitting, and when he denies you, I'm not done. You will come complying to me how you want me to pay that $70 it cost to get fit, and I shall deny it, and your mother and my mother will enter an endless war about a seat post, and how I Ryder Jones ruined Spencer's cycling career, crushing his dreams when Paul Fabian dropped Spencer by 20 minutes, all because his seat post was too high, or possibly too low. I wonder, I think Ryder's seat post is that way every day. If I can recall, his seat post is usually too high, or too low right around 2 o'clock. I'm not done. My next course of action is to loosen your wheels, yes, so when you hit a rock your front wheel will fly off, throwing your dropout straight into the ground, and you over the bars as well. I shall laugh when I watch you hold out your shattered arm with the face of a disappointed spined wheel owner when you come to complain to me about how I've put you off the bike for 6 months and ruined your cycling career. I will simply say, remember that one time in 10th grade when all the kids would mess with my... I'm not done. Remember that one time in 10th grade when all the kids would mess with my bike, and you would say, yay, what about it? I shall respond just like FDR did to the Nazi werewolves, and say, how about you go home and take that carbon seat post, and see how far you can shove it up your ass. Your mother, a face of disgust, and yours as well, will regret the time you and the rest of the after-school bike sabotagers messed with Ryder bike. You will dislike me to extreme beyond your own mental capacity. I'm not done. And I will not even be the slightest phased. My second course of action is to drive over to Colin's house, disassemble his entire shit specialized epic, and fray all the cables so his frustration putting the cables back would be an extreme. But why can't he just get new cables? You see, I will do this the night before a race. There would be no time for buying cables. He will be enraged more than Lawrence of Arabia was when the stupid kid explodes. I will immediately then drain all the diesel from his I'm not done. Dumb car and fill it with regular gas, so it runs like shit, and he can't figure out why. I will laugh when his car stalls every 10 seconds, and he comes to me for advice. I will not help him and simply say in an outrageous Les Grossman voice, take a big step back, and literally fuck your own face. He will be like, oh, it's just regular Ryder, and leave, but that's not the point. The point is I will secretly watch you as you enter a deep stage of frustration, and I have for the past 6 weeks. You will hate the car. I'm not done. You will hate the car as much as I hate the Subaru, and in the end sell it, not knowing until after you sell it that it was a simple, easily fixable problem. Not done yet. My next course of action, of course, involves Kevin. If he dare touches my bike again or helmet, I shall disassemble his bike in the parking lot. Stage 1 punishment. Stage 2 punishment is the second offense. I shall do the same thing, but throw all the remains off the highest point of cliff, walk and laugh as his carbon snaps on the rocks below. Stage 3, I will strangle him till he passes out and stuff him in a garbage can. Stage 4, I will beat him with my front wheel till he bleed out his eyes stag. I'm not done. Stage 5, I will ask him to bike pack PCT and kick him off a cliff and make sure his legs and jaw is broken so he cannot walk to scream for help. I will then leave a ration of food 10 feet up the cliff so he can stare at it till he starves to death. Dear Mr. Jack, dammit, I used to like you. As in I kinda don't anymore. Sorry for my grammar, it is incorrect, for kinda is not really a word. In fact, kinda is not a word at all. Many months ago, as in 4 months ago, I recall, when you Mr. Jack dammit was just a shy little boy who didn't talk to me. I wished Eve to talk to me, for I had no friends. Dummy was drooling over Colin and Kevin. Well, Kevin's just Kevin. We most likely became acquainted at the Fort Tuthill races. I was commenting on Otley's pump track skills. If I remember correctly, he said Otley's a beast, but I can do massive whips too. I called bullshit, and I was right. As we became more acquainted, you were more comfortable pulling pranks and performing stunts of reckless biking. Apps. 10 weeks ago you started lowering my seat post at practice. It became a trend, everyone did it. Lowering Ryder seat post became the new thing. I came to despise you even more every practice. 6 weeks ago the thing became the most popular thing too. Not done. Shred of my rage as you're doing, so I shall say in the most calm manner I possibly can. Dear Mr. Jack dammit, I hope you try to be Martin Ashton and ride of a goddamn shipping container and break your back so I can watch you suffer in a wheelchair for the rest of your goddamn life. Sincerely, probably the only friend you ever had in high school, and possibly just lost, Ryder Jones.